The power of rising. Don't stay down, keep pushing forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to talk about a message that transcends all boundaries, one that is universal, timeless, and incredibly powerful. It's a message that speaks to the very core of our human spirit. It's the story of falling, rising, and never giving up. If you fall, don't stay down. Get up and keep pushing forward. This isn't just a phrase. It's a mantra for life. It's the key to success. It's the spark that lights the fire of resilience within us. But how do we truly internalize this message? How do we get back up every time we fall? How do we keep pushing forward, even when it feels like we have no strength left? These are the questions I want to explore with you today. Before we talk about rising, let's first understand the nature of falling. Falling is an inevitable part of life. Whether it's a failure in your career, a relationship setback, or an emotional or personal challenge, falling is not something you can avoid. It's a part of growth. Falling is not defeat. Each time you fall, you are offered a unique opportunity, a chance to reflect, learn, and grow. But how we handle that fall determines our path forward. The choice lies with us. Do we let the fall keep us down? Or do we choose to rise and push through? Now, I want to dive into the psychology of resilience. Why do some people get back up so quickly, while others remain stuck in their despair? It's simple. Resilience is not just about bouncing back. It's about learning how to grow stronger from the challenges. Resilient individuals view setbacks not as failures but as part of their journey. They understand that there's always a lesson in every challenge, and they take that lesson to fuel their next steps. We all have the ability to cultivate resilience. But it requires practice, mindset shifts, and, above all, determination. Think of the famous Thomas Edison. When asked about his many failures while inventing the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset, the ability to see failures as lessons, enabled Edison to change the world. The power of mindset is everything. Have you ever noticed how some people, no matter how many times they fall, they always seem to rise again, stronger than ever? That's the power of mindset. A positive, growth-oriented mindset is key. This means understanding that setbacks are not permanent. They are temporary. A failure today does not mean you are destined for failure forever. It means that you have an opportunity to improve, to adapt, to change your approach, and to grow stronger. It is our ability to cultivate and hold on to this mindset that defines our trajectory. The story of J.K. Rowling is a perfect example of this. Before becoming one of the most successful authors of all time with the Harry Potter series, Rowling faced rejection after rejection. 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. Yet, she didn't let that stop her. Instead, she used each no as motivation to push forward, and eventually, she became one of the most influential writers of our generation. There is power in struggle. In our society, we often view struggle as something negative, a sign of weakness. But the truth is, struggle is a necessary part of success. Success without struggle would be shallow. Struggles teach us the most valuable lessons. They help us build the emotional and mental muscle we need to carry on when things get tough. Think about the Olympic athletes you admire. They didn't get to where they are without struggle. They faced countless setbacks, injuries, failures, and disappointments. But they embraced the struggle. They knew that each setback was an opportunity to improve, to come back stronger, to push through. Just like them, we must learn to embrace the struggle. We must learn to see it not as a burden, but as a stepping stone. Perseverance is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Perseverance is the act of continuing to push forward, no matter how difficult the road ahead seems. Life will throw many obstacles your way. But if you persevere, if you keep pushing forward even when it seems like everything is against you, you will eventually find success. Let me tell you about a man who is synonymous with perseverance, Walt Disney. He was fired from his first job at a newspaper for lack of imagination and having no good ideas. He went bankrupt several times before finally creating Disney, the empire that we know today. He didn't let rejection stop him. He kept pushing forward. And look at what happened. One of the most important things you can do when you fall is to surround yourself with the right people. You don't have to do it alone. Support systems, friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can provide the encouragement you need to rise. But it's not just about having people around you, it's about having the right people, those who will lift you up when you're down, remind you of your strengths when you forget them, and encourage you to keep going when you feel like giving up. Think about comebacks for a moment. Every great comeback story involves someone who was down, but not out. Whether it's in sports, business, or personal life, the ability to come back stronger after a setback is what defines true winners. There is a powerful concept in sports called comeback psychology. It's the mental process athletes use to turn failure into fuel for future success. They look at the setback not as a reason to quit, but as a challenge to overcome. And every time they rise, they are not just coming back, they're coming back stronger, smarter, and more determined. We all have this ability. Each setback is a setup for a comeback. None of the motivation, mindset shifts, or perseverance will matter unless you take action. It's not enough to just say, "I won't stay down." You have to act on it. When you fall, it's easy to feel paralyzed. But you have to take that first step. It doesn't matter how small that step is, the important thing is to take it. Each small action will lead to bigger actions, and before you know it, you'll have picked yourself up, and you'll be back on the path to success. When you fall, it's also critical to reconnect with your why. What is it that drives you? What is the passion that fuels your journey? Passion is a powerful motivator. It's what keeps you going when things get tough. And when you face setbacks, your passion and purpose act as your anchor, helping you to get back on track. Your purpose is the reason why you started in the first place. And it's this purpose that will push you forward when you think about quitting. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want you to remember today. Failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Resilience is the key to success. Your mindset determines your success. Struggles are stepping stones to greatness. And most importantly, no matter how many times you fall, always remember to get up, keep pushing forward, and never stop believing in yourself. The road to success is never easy. It's filled with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. But if you keep rising each time you fall, if you continue to push forward, no matter how tough it gets, you will reach your destination. So, the next time you fall, don't stay down. Get up and keep pushing forward. Thank you.